Now for your forewarned weather with Garrett James.
And we are not dealing with anything like that here in Utah, but we could see some precipitation soon, right, Garrett?
Oh yeah, that's exactly right, Brian. Thankfully not seeing anything quite like they saw out west, but we are still going to be anticipating some wintry weather beginning for some. It's already began for others, but take a look. We are looking at winter weather advisories around the Moab, Monticello, and Blanding areas for those parts of Grand and San Juan counties. Now that just went into effect at 5 o'clock, but it's going to last until 5 a.m. on Sunday. Heavy snow above 7,500 feet is going to be taking place. Anywhere between 4 and 8 inches of snow is likely going to be in those higher elevations, with locally higher amounts being possible. And now with the radar, it's now starting to show some moisture right in between Moab and Blanding. So that's just new here over the last probably 10 minutes. But we can see around Garfield, Iron, Washington, Kane counties, that's where we're seeing the bulk of the precipitation taking place, and we can even see it just to the north in Paiute County in central Utah. But we are going to continue tracking this here over the next several hours. But over the next several hours, it's actually expected to weaken based on the computer model. But while we are tracking this, we're also tracking that precipitation moving in from the northwest as well. And so you kind of see these two areas clash with each other. You've got the cold front and that precipitation to the north, but the center of a secondary low pressure system just off to the south. And once those two start to merge, it's kind of a battle of the two low pressure systems, so to say. That one to the south, that is actually going to be providing most of the moisture to the eastern portions of the state. But it's that portion to the north that we're actually going to be looking at it developing just to the west of Salt Lake City along the Wasatch Front by about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, while still seeing a lot of that precipitation out east. But all of this is going to be driven by a cold front, and it's going to push it to the east-southeast. As it does so, it's going to push the moisture out of the state, and there we can see that moisture pushing the rest of the precipitation out of the area by Saturday evening. And then by Sunday, we're going to be left dry because that cold front took all of that moisture with it, and it's out of here, and we're going to be looking at drying conditions. So how much are we looking at? For the southern mountains, 3 to 6 inches of snow. For the northern mountains, about 1 to 4. Mountain valleys, anywhere between a trace and 2 inches. And then the benches, we're going to be looking at a trace to about 1 inch being possible. So not much for the mountain valleys and the benches, but we are going to be looking at that highest impact being in eastern and southeastern Utah, and that's going to lead to high impact travel conditions. So here's a look at the precip potential for tomorrow. We can see all the way from Logan to St. George and Cedar City, and east of there is where the best chances for precip is going to be. Temperatures out there right now: 38 Wendover, 43 Salt Lake City, 36 in Vernal, 43 in Moab, 46 Hanksville, 44 Lake Powell, and 48 right now in St. George. But if we take a look at lows tonight, we'll see a mixed bag with 20s and 30s primarily. Then highs tomorrow, 30s the further north you go, but the closer to the south you get, the closer to the 50s you'll get. For the Wasatch Front heading into tomorrow, rain, snow showers, 38 for the high. Christmas Eve, 35 and breezy. Breezy on Monday, but 35 for Christmas Day. Then St. George, we're going to be looking at rain showers tomorrow, but drying out on Christmas Eve and staying dry on Christmas Day with temps in the upper 40s.